Ever feel like your rent is eating you alive? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into the top 5 most expensive cities in the US for renters. And trust me, some of these numbers will make your jaw drop. Let's see where your paycheck disappears the fastest. Number 5, Washington, D.C. Welcome to the nation's capital, where even democracy comes with a hefty price tag. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in D.C. is around $20,600 per month. That's more than most Americans pay for their mortgage. Why is it so pricey? Well, D.C. is packed with government jobs, lobbyists, and international organizations. That creates constant demand for housing. Add in limited space, strict zoning, and a city that never sleeps. And you've got skyrocketing rents. Bonus? You'll pay more to live here, but at least your neighbor might be a senator. Number 4, Boston, Massachusetts. Beantown isn't cheap. Boston is home to elite universities, booming biotech companies, and historical charm. But it all comes at a cost. The average one-bedroom rent here is hovering around $2,800 per month. If you're looking for a 2-bedroom, that'll run you closer to $3,500, or more, depending on the neighborhood. What makes Boston so expensive? Limited housing supply, strong job market, and high demand from students and professionals. Plus, older buildings with modern rent prices. And don't forget, you'll need to budget for winter gear. Those heating bills aren't playing around. Number 3, San Jose, California. Welcome to Silicon Valley, where you might live in a tiny apartment, but your neighbors drive Teslas. The average rent in San Jose is around $2,900 to $3,200 per month for a one-bedroom. Why? Tech money, lots of it. With giants like Apple, Google, and Meta nearby, the demand for housing exploded, but supply didn't keep up. And while tech salaries are high, not everyone working in San Jose is a software engineer. For regular folks, rent eats up a massive chunk of income. The irony? You can make 6 figures in San Jose and still feel broke. Number 2, San Francisco, California. San Francisco, the golden city where rent has been outrageous for over a decade. Average rent for a one-bedroom apartment, about $3,200 to $3,500 per month. And that's after a slight drop in recent years. Living in San Francisco means paying premium prices for limited space, steep hills, and legendary fog. So why is it still so expensive? Tech jobs, limited buildable land, and some of the strictest housing regulations in the country. Want a backyard? You better win the lottery or sell an app to Google. Even shared housing, think 3 roommates in a 2-bedroom, can cost over $1,500 per person. That's more than most full apartments in other cities. And finally, number 1, New York City, New York. No surprise here. New York remains the king of high rent. Average rent for a one-bedroom apartment, $3,700 to $4,200 per month, depending on the borough. In Manhattan, good luck finding anything under $4,000, unless you're okay with living in a closet. But even Brooklyn and Queens have seen massive rent hikes in recent years. Why? New York is the ultimate supply and demand story. Everyone wants to live there, but space is limited, development is slow, and demand never sleeps. Add in broker fees, deposits, and first last month's rent, you're easily dropping $10,000 just to move in. Yet people still pay it. Why? Because it's New York. The energy, the opportunities, the culture, it's addictive. But make no mistake, rent will always be one of your biggest monthly expenses in the Big Apple. Quick recap of the top 5 most expensive cities for renters. Washington, D.C., $2,600 Boston, MA, $2,800 San Jose, CA, $3,000 plus, San Francisco, CA, $3,200, $3,500 New York City, NY, $3,700, $4,200 plus, and these are averages. In the nicer neighborhoods, prices can get way higher. So, is it worth it? That depends on what you value. These cities offer incredible opportunities, culture, and quality of life. But you pay a premium for it, and not just financially, mentally too. High rent often means living with roommates longer, sacrificing space, or giving up savings. But some people say it's worth every penny. If you're thinking of moving to one of these cities, ask yourself, can you afford it without sacrificing your financial health? Is the career payoff worth the rent? And are you okay trading space for location? Because in these cities, location is the real luxury. And if you're not quite ready for these prices, no shame. There are amazing US cities where rent is half the price and quality of life is still excellent. We'll cover that in a future video. Top 5 most affordable cities for renters. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If this video helped you feel seen or saved you from moving into a shoebox, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment and tell me which of these cities shocked you the most. And let me know if you want to see comparisons between expensive US cities and international ones. Catch you next time.